Hi, Amber and Cloud9 Blessings family. My name's Marjorie, um, and I wanted to quickly share a rapture dream that I had with you about a year ago around this time. I just want to start this by saying that I have had other dreams, visions, and even words that the Lord has given me. Um, and He has asked me to publicly post some of those words that I have on my YouTube channel. Um, with my name on it, Marjorie at Saved 1991. I do have quite a few notebooks with words from the Lord for those who are going to be left behind. Um, and again, I have posted some of those on my channel page if you'd like to see them. Um, but videos are not typically my thing, or audio recordings are really not either. But here goes. So I was sleeping one night with my CPAP machine on. I have to wear that every night when I go to bed. And I had this dream just before I woke up that I was suddenly being pulled out of my bed with like a magnet, is the only way I can describe it. It was the strongest, most forceful feeling right in the middle of my chest, actually to the left where my heart was. I could feel my heart being tugged. It didn't hurt, but it was like an extremely forceful pull. It pulled me up through the ceiling. I wasn't really seeing anything at that point. I just went so fast. It was like being almost in a slingshot, if you will. And that force pulled me all the way up into outer space is the best way to describe it. I didn't see anything around me. It was like warp speed is the best way to describe it. And when I finally got to where I was supposed to be, the most amazing thing I had ever seen in my entire life. I was surrounded by this golden, sparkly glow. And I had this knowing that there were other people there with me. I couldn't see them though because the glow was so bright. You could sense other people's presence there with me. And this is in the sky. And knowing that Jesus was in front of us. Now, I didn't see his face, but I knew he was there. And he was also there floating in the sky. The sky was dark, but the golden glow just covered everything. It was absolutely beautiful. And the thing I remember most about this dream was that I could tell my heart was being pulled to his heart, to Jesus's heart. And at that moment, I had this knowing, this understanding of this complete and utter love, this love that the Lord has for us, for me, for others, for, it says, for God to love the world, that I've never experienced before. And at that point, I was just completely enjoying this experience. I was completely wrapped up in it, knowing that we were there with the Lord, that our hearts were being united with his. And at that point, that scene ended. The next part of the dream was, well, let me just say my dreams are kind of like movies. They're like scenes. So I went to the next scene. So there wasn't really any transition between that and the next scene. The next scene, or I should say the next part of my dream, I was sitting on a bench at night. I knew it was nighttime because it was dark outside, and there were other people around me. And Jesus was in front of us, up front, teaching us something. I didn't know what I was being taught. All I know is he was instructing us. I was in this group of people. There were men and women there. We were wearing clothes that were more Middle Eastern, like the robes, if you will. So it must have been, I'm not sure exactly when this time would have been or where this would have been, but we were in a tent and we were sitting almost like a tent meeting for church. If you've ever been to an outdoor tent meeting, we were all sitting there. And he was getting done instructing us. And after he was done instructing us, again, I did not see his face. It was blurred, but he walked up to me. I was talking to him and I told him that I was still having pain. I currently have a health condition that causes terrible chronic pain. And I was speaking to him about that, and the next part of the dream, I was laying on the grass in front of him on my face, and holding on to Jesus's ankles. I saw the nail holes in his feet, and that really bothered me, touched me, again, what he did for us. But I was holding on to his ankles, and when I said, Lord, I'm still having pain, please heal me, the Lord said, well, we won't have that here, with a little bit of a giggle. So at that point, I felt my body being healed, and I woke up. So that was my dream. It happened about a year ago. I've had words, I've had visions, I've had other dreams, and as the Lord leads, I will send them to you. But I hope this was a blessing to everyone, and we keep looking up for our Savior, and we know the time is drawing near. And God bless everyone. And thank you for considering having this on your program, Amber. I appreciate everything you do. And your channel's been a great blessing to me and my family. Thanks. Bye-bye.